What's up, everybody? Sorry, it was a couple minutes late getting started there. I just tried to plug my laptop in with my incubator plug. Or sorry, no, the ultrasound plug. And that did not fit. So just didn't want the laptop to die midstream here. But yeah, just wanted to, welcome everybody to... Super cool. All right. I don't want to waste any time, but just do a real quick introduction here. This guy is literally one of my personal favorite breeders. He made probably one of my favorite ball pythons I've ever seen in my life. Dude still has it too, so I'll probably ask him to pull it out. But we're going to jump right into this and get Jhun in here. What's going on, buddy? How are you?
What's up, bro? Good, man. You?
Fuck, man. I was panicking there for a second because I thought I lost my my charge cord for my laptop. But we're all good. We're all good.
When you had me in the back room, I disconnected my camera back. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I came back from grabbing the charger, and I was like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks a whole lot for coming on. If anybody does not know, this is Jhun with Ballistic Pythons. So you're out west, right?
I'm out west from you, anyways. Winnipeg, more central Canada.
So yeah, you you probably deal with a little more severe winter than I do out there.
Oh, dude, you've heard me bitching for language. I don't know, but yeah, you've heard me talk about it for the last couple of weeks, man. Like we were hitting minus. I think we were feeling like minus 50, 55 or something at one point, right? That's with the wind chill, and minus 40 without.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Like, oh man. Before we go any further, just wanted to give a quick shout out. Have a new little thing going on at the bottom. That's our drink sponsor ticker. So basically, in the description of the video, we have a way that you can go and you can actually sponsor a drink for the podcast. Anybody that does that, anytime during the week, it doesn't have to be during the lives. The next live that comes up after the sponsored drink, like basically the next time I go live, you'll have all your info down there, unless you don't want it down there. Yeah, basically, I'll advertise the entire video just as a thank you. So if you guys are interested in that, feel free. We got our first two, Mark Porto from Pantheon Reptiles and Tyler Douglas from Hyped Up Reptiles. So go give them a quick follow. Thanks, guys. Alrighty. So yeah, this live wasn't really supposed to happen. You were supposed to be working.
I'm supposed to be working, man. Turn of events. I'm here.
I'm very happy it worked out. I'm not so thrilled as to why, but hopefully everything works out for you over there, and it's all good.
Will. Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, so I'm a manager at Air Canada, full time. That's my day job compared to what we do here. But yeah, with the airline industry, obviously with COVID, it's kind of iffy right now, right? I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. I still have a job. We'll have an airline to come back to, but I get spring off, so we'll get back eventually.
I mean, at least you're looking at the sunny side of things, right? And if it's gonna be any time, it's probably when the eggs and the babies start coming, right?
Yeah, it's this stuff that makes it okay, right? The whole time, my boss is telling me, you know what, we're gonna have to send you home. I'm like, it's all good. I got stuff to clean, man. Breeding season's underway. I'm busy anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah, you can't have enough time.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, no. I mean, it worked out in a weird way, so that's good. So we're gonna jump right into this. There was a question in the chat, and then I'll get into some of the standard questions. Oh, there's a whole lot of people in the chat. We got Interstellar, we got Sal, we got Yokai Reptiles.
What's up, guys?
Man.
Oh, Sal,
awesome. You guys are amazing.
Question. What's up, Sal?
There it is. It's actually from Sal. So, what was the first clutch you produced, if you can remember?
Okay, first clutch I ever produced was in 2010. The reason I remember that clutch so strong is in November 2010, because as they were pipping, my wife's water broke.
Oh my God.
So my son was born. So I'm looking at my first clutch. So your heart's already pounding. Like, holy crap, there's a head sticking out. Do I cut him? I cut them all. And then I hear splash downstairs, right? It's Christmas Eve, and my wife and my mother-in-law were cooking Christmas dinner. And big splash. I'm like, what the hell just happened, right? She's like, we got to go. I'm like, all right, shit. And I remember because I forgot to put the babies back in the baiter. So,
oh no.
Yeah, I left them on the shelf. Thankfully, they were okay and whatever, right? But yeah, that pairing was a bumblebee male. And actually in 2009, I bought that male for, I think, $900, right? So back then, right? $900. And I found, I really wanted to get into breeding back then. I grabbed a normal female for $350, right? So
that's wild.
Yeah, the prices back then, right? So yeah, so pretty much just a little bit over $1,000. So that was my first ever pairing. I missed on the bumblebee, but yeah, that's how it all started.
That's a pretty easy way to remember that too, eh?
It is. Yeah, I know. First snake born, first child.
That's not too shabby. That's a really cool story, actually.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go a little out of order for a normal new questions, only because I want to kind of preface this by letting anybody that for some reason doesn't know who you are have an idea of kind of what you're working with, what you got, all that kind of stuff. So
I'm a little guy, man. I'm a little guy. Come on.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know you're not. But what right now is your main focus, or what are your few things that your collection is sort of more heavily directed?
Well, if you're talking like codom recessive, obviously it's trending towards recessive, right? So if you asked me that 5 years ago, completely different story. Recessives weren't even on my mind at all. It was like, let's make as many bumblebees as I can, right? Right? That's how it was back then. And I think it started maybe 5-6 years ago. It all started trending towards recessive. So with that, like my main projects, I'm really focusing heavy on clown pieds. I love all the clown pied stuff. I started off with an orange dream, yellow belly, double head clown pied, everything I could. So everything I have is either possible het pied or possible het clown, right? So I was able to pick up a clown pied male, so now I'm using him to prove out like crap load of females this year. So that's what I'm really working towards right now is the clown pied stuff, dipping into puzzle. I know how much it was you that hates puzzle, right?
I don't hate puzzle. I don't have any.
BS.
No, Austin. No, I'm the one that had the DGs that were 50% het puzzle, man.
Oh,
I
that's right.
I don't hate it. I just
yeah.
Austin hates it. I just don't have any of it. Unfortunately, right now we're not in the best position to jump into a new project. So we actually had 2 holdback males. We had a pastel DG 50% het puzzle, and then just a DG 50% het puzzle. And I actually just dropped the pastel off at Billy's this morning. And he's going to use them and try and prove them out to a couple of the females he ended up keeping from the project. Nice. So, yeah, man. I mean, if he proves out, I even just told Billy, I was like, dude, just throw me a female down the line from him if he proves. If not, like, he's yours. Take him, because we have a lot of other DG stuff going on. I don't need a pastel DG male, right? So I don't know why my light keeps blowing me out like that, but on top of just the clown pied stuff, what kind of I mean, I know you're working pretty heavy on the puzzle stuff and the Krypton stuff as well, and cryptic stuff. What are some of your main incomplete dominant or dominant genes that you work with with all that?
I really like. Oh, hold on. Storm going pure Filipino on me. I'm all good, buddy. Okay, so yeah, basically GHI. I love GHI. I'm doing a lot of stuff with GHI. You know, one of my favorite snakes that I have is also yours. So really focusing a lot of the GHI stuff. I want to get it into both pied and clown pied eventually. I have some animals that I held back to try to get the Krypton clown pied because I think that could look really cool. The GHI Krypton clown pied, and then on top of that, the Super GHI Krypton, GHI Krypton pied. Sorry,
I was just about to say you can't do Krypton clown pied, right? Yeah. You stopped me for a second. I was like, hold up.
yeah. No, sorry. Super GHI Krypton pied, because I think that could look badass.
Oh man, if you can get that Krypton head onto a pied,
that's what I mean. So,
that's going to be killer.
Yeah, and it matches a pattern, right? So that's huge.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure eventually if you got entry into that, it would just be. As you know, we really want to get into like cryptic and Krypton stuff. Unfortunately, just right now, we're just trying to kind of get the projects we're working on a little more established. We've been working towards dream schools for 3 fucking years, and we had a visual and 2 breeder double hets to start with. So not having a lot of luck there.
Yeah.
And then, I'm just trying to, especially this year, Nick and myself are just trying to make a few stronger visual females to hold back. I don't know if you saw, but we bought the ODYB pied het clown from Miguel, the male.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So that thing will probably be going to a lot of clowns next year. We have 3 animals from Cusco clown het pieds, 3 pastel clown het pieds. One's also Enchi.
Yep. So what made you get the pied instead of the clown version of that? Like instead of getting a clown het pied?
Because we are so heavy on clown right now. If I want to use him towards, like, if I want to use that male to make my own hets or visual hets, the better bet is for us to have it on the pied side, because almost everything we have in the project is either double het or clown. And then on top of that, outside of the project, most of my stuff, recessive-wise, is clown over pied. I'd say probably I have 2 clowns from every pied I have.
Yeah, makes sense.
I just figured, we go with the pied. Not only is he just going to be another awesome breeder pied to have in case, one of our other males decides that he doesn't want to do the business, but we can go throwing him to any clown we have here and start making ODYB clown het pieds. Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to complain, right? So
you're still going to focus on the Dreamsicle along with your clown pied projects?
So after this year, I'm pretty sure we might sort of slowly phase it out. I really just want to get something out of it. I think what we're going to do is we have a couple of Dreamsicle females growing up. I'm going to hope that we hit a couple more this year just to grow them up, just to have them as power females, and then probably move the rest of the collection, the rest of the project. But the shitty thing is, over these 3 years we've been waiting for it, we've amassed quite a few females, and none of them have bred for us, right? Like I have a lavender, a black pastel, spider, lavender, 50% het pied, never laid for us. Black pastel Mojave, het lavender, 50% het pied, never laid for us. Like,
Jeez.
got two lavs at Nick's place, two breeder live het pieds, one's black pastel, never laid for us. We're just having the worst luck in a project. So I'm really hoping that this year we can at least get something out of it. My big goal is to hit a black pastel yellow belly dreamsicle from our yellow belly pied het lab to the black pastel lab het pied. But yeah, I'm pretty sure after this year we're gonna slowly phase it out because we want to work a little bit more on the hypo clown stuff. We're slowly starting a VPI clown project with our Motley stuff. I think I told you about that.
Yeah, you did.
And you know what? Like, I love Dream School stuff, but I think we're better set up to attack some different projects, and we're just not situated right now to invest as heavily as we should into this project to sort of keep ourselves relevant.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, see, I don't have any lav at all. I never have. Not that I don't like it. I just, I had to really be careful with how I filled my racks. I'm sure you ran into it.
That's totally fair.
Yeah,
we actually, sorry, I was just gonna say we only ended up with the Dream School stuff because Billy brought in all of Jesse Wilson's collection.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, do you want to buy a package of snakes to kind of take a bit of the burden off of me?" He's like, "I'll put a package together for you guys that's kind of ready to go." And we were like, "Oh shit, yeah! Like it helps you out, it helps us out." Because at the time we're thinking we're going to make a Dream Schools 3 years ago, right? Like, and that would have been huge for us when we were a couple years back. Yeah. And here we are 3 years later, haven't made one to date. I mean, I've helped Michelle and Paul over at Mordex make fucking 40 of them. But
how many did they hit this year alone? Wasn't it like 15 or something?
Well, they had one clutch that was purely Dream Schools. I think it was 9 eggs.
Jeez.
And then they did pastel Enchi double het to Dreamsicle, and they hit an Enchi dream and a dream in that clutch. And then I think they hit a couple more in another clutch. So, but don't forget, they have that other half of Jesse's collection. So they have a lot of power on their Dreamsicle projects. Yeah. And that, oh my God, man, that Enchi dream. If you ever see that thing in person, the oranges don't look real. It's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah, you know what? I think we just want to move away from it. I'd really rather focus more of our attention on obviously clown pied stuff. And then I want to play around with the hypo clown stuff, the VPI clown stuff, and I don't know. There's just not enough room to have that many double recessive projects going.
You're right. No, you have to be careful with what double recessive you dip into because literally my clown pied project, it's more than half of this 50-40, right? And your dream project, I bet that whole rack right behind you is your dream project, right?
But between me and Nick, it would fill half of this for our breeder females.
It's crazy how much room it takes up, and like it's not even guaranteeing you're gonna make that double recessive this year
or anything
crazy or anything
for 3 years.
Yeah, like exactly, like
that's what people don't realize about this hobby. Like everybody's like, oh, sometimes they take a year off. People really don't talk too much about the females that take fucking 3 years in a row off on you. And you want to keep them because they're awesome, but at the same time you're like you're just using my space up.
It's the saddest thing. Like people buy this double het female, they're like, oh, 3 year countdown. BS. It's not going to be a 3 year unless you like you hit insane odds. Like even my double het albino puzzle stuff. I think it was like the third year was when I finally hit it. I think the first year I'd even hit an albino. I'm like, oh, I don't even know if they're hets, right? But it took all in all, it was probably a 6 year project to even hit that.
That's insane. I mean, I think an albino puzzle is gonna I assume one's been made already. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? I have it here.
What's that?
I'll get it. Hold on.
Oh, you have one?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh shit. That's awesome. And if anyone's curious, it's like 83 degrees in here, so yes, I am sweating. Rainy day. You guys will be one of the first I let know because you actually have one of the few babies that came from that project for us. So I talked about not making any Dream School stuff. We did get lucky enough that our male yellow-bellied pied-hat lav did sire a bunch of clutches for us last year, just not to any of the Dream School stuff by chance. So, yeah, it was a bit wild, but we made some fucking crazy stuff. Whoa. I saw that for a second.
I don't know if you... Here, let me just... it's blurring
you're
out.
You're gonna have to hope that camera focuses on him, unfortunately.
Yeah. Here, let me move my camera for a second.
Whoa.
No.
I'm kind of seeing it, yeah.
It's blasting it out.
It is, yeah. I can tell
Yeah,
that's not what it's supposed to look like, but...
I'm scared to touch my camera because it might blink out. I'll have to send you pictures after, but yeah.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, I can kind of pick it up. So...
All good. So, what else is there? What's
So, where were we? Thought I saw a question. Did I not? Okay, well, I guess I didn't. So, what made you realize that you wanted to work with animals?
I was a kid at the pond that was collecting frogs and tadpoles, right? Reptiles, no. Like, it wasn't a huge thing for me. Before reptiles even, I was strong into fish, right? So a lot of people don't know that. I was breeding African cichlids, had discus at a young age. But yeah, no, it was fish that I was strongly into for probably my first, from maybe 7, 8 years old, all the way up till... Oh,
I can hear you still. Don't worry.
what happened to my camera? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I can still hear you, though.
I think I forgot to turn off that. Wait, 1 sec. Oh, I think I disconnected it. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, the cable. I yanked it out. There.
No worries, man. No worries.
You good?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it was fish and reptiles. Not really, right? I was fascinated. I was scared of reptiles. Actually, I was scared of snakes. Did I freeze?
No, I did. I didn't freeze. I'm trying to fix my fucking.
Hold on.
Oh, you are frozen. Weird.
Yeah, it's my cable. I'll go grab another one. 1 sec.
Yep. No worries.
You keep him occupied. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'm all good. I'm all good, man. Yeah. As you guys can see, I'm a little warm in here. Like I said, it's like 83, and I have the windows wide open, and it is not cooling down. So, yeah, it'll be a fun one. It's all good though. So yeah, hope everybody's doing great. If anybody, like I said earlier, has any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. I do have quite a few that are set up, but I really do like the questions that you guys come up with. They're usually pretty good and a bit out of left field, which is awesome. So. I have no idea what that means. Is that what I said? I sure hope not. I'm gonna take out a snake. So, just talking about how that male yellow-bellied lab-hat pied sired a few clutches that weren't Dream School clutches for me, but this awesome female is actually sister of Rainy Day Reptiles girl that they got from me. They got a fire yellow belly, het pied posset lavender. And this thing's just insane. Like, look at that belly. They did just eat, though, so I got to be a little cautious here. Like, thing would be, like, you'd swear it's pied, but it's definitely not. So cool.
All right, we're good?
Yes, sir. I can see you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you finish what you're talking about. I just put the next question up, but
Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't actually. I knew because I always had that. Everybody's kind of programmed with this. Oh, come on!
It hates you, eh?
Yeah, I might just switch to my webcam. Like, this is crazy. Hold on. Let me just see. I'll try this one more time. If not, we're switching to webcam.
Sounds good, man.
Okay, you can hear me though, right?
Yep. We can hear you.
So basically, yeah, everybody's almost programmed with that kind of, and like that hustle. You want to work with them. You want to reproduce them. That's what I had. I knew exactly what I wanted to do at a really young age, and it started with fish, and it just kind of moved on to reptiles after my first expo.
That's
How about you?
That's awesome. It's a little weird because I wasn't one of those kids that's like, oh, I've always been into it. Like, for me, once I got a job and had my own money and stuff like that, I just happened to be out at a pet shop, and this local pet shop, they had a green anole. No, it was a brown anole in a 10-gallon tank on reptile carpet with a little tiny hide and a little tiny plastic plant and a screen lid, and that was it. No heat, no UV, nothing. And I don't know, for some reason I was just like, oh, this seems pretty neat. It was like $40 for the whole setup, so I bought it.
Yeah.
And it just went downhill from there. I had one, and then I had three, and then I had five, and then I had a whole like breeding colony of anoles for feeders for people for a while. And then I bought a pastel male. Yeah, pastel male that I had in a 40-gallon tank on a heat mat with no thermostat. And yeah, like it just sort of snowballed. I had a buddy here in town that bred, not large scale, but definitely bigger than anything I had ever seen at the time, and it kind of got me hooked on the breeding side of it. And as they say, the rest is history. I took some time off. I was out of the hobby for like 5-6 years. I started like 2008-ish, stuck around to like 2012, I think, and got out till like late 2017, and then that's when the reptile world started up with me and Nick. So
sweet.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know. That's all. Okay, what's that? Yeah, how do you switch cams? Jesus. Yeah. Hold on. Let me just. Oh, here it is. Okay, we're going to webcam.
Sounds good, man.
There.
Hey, you know what? That works.
No more issues. Yeah, good. That's all good.
It's all good.
Okay. So, sorry, guys.
Yeah. All right. So since we're through that, Rainy Day Reptiles wants to know, if you could only keep 3 recessives in your collection, what would they be?
You go first.
Clown Pied and Desert Ghost.
See, now I'm torn. Like, I would go with you. Desert Ghost is new to me. Really new to me. I just got it.
I only had one clutch this year, man, or last year, so me too. I
haven't ever produced them. Yeah, I just got them into the collection.
That's the only reason they were my pick, because I made a couple, and seeing those things come out of the egg and shed, and then like over the first couple weeks of their life, like no other hatchling has been that fucking interesting to me, because the pastel DG came out looking like a pastel, and by about 10 days after its first shed, it was a fucking highlighter. It was so cool to see.
Right? Like, I always bash DG. I'm like, it's like a little bright normal, right? You get those in every clutch, right? Until you actually have one in your hands and at home and you put it side by side with things, you're like, holy crap, like how am I just getting into this now, right?
Yeah.
I was pissed that I didn't have a rack of them. So before,
that's what happened to us too.
Yeah, I know. So before DG, it was probably Pied, Pied, Clown, and Puzzle. But you know what? It's tough between DG and any of those. It's really it's huge. I
have a lot of other recessives that are like this close to inching DG out, but because I got that clutch last year, and weirdly enough, it was one of the few clutches we had at Nick's place, so we cut the eggs at his place, and like he has terrible fucking lighting. Like it's just he's not really set up for like lives and stuff like that all that well.
Yeah.
But even in his real shitty lighting, and at the time we only had a backup incubator at his place.
Yeah.
Man, these things, they just look so fucking incredible. Just so nice. And just to see them get nicer every day, every time you looked at them, like they don't lie when they tell you all Desert Ghost does is like improve as it ages. It's wild.
It freaking does. It's so damn bright. Like I can't believe it. It's yeah, they're even.
I the leopard DG pied we have is brighter than any like fire whatever leopard I've ever seen. It's
Like-
so crazy.
Like look at that thing. Like
That's
it's
nuts.
glowing out of the freaking tub. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh man,
Like, I don't know why I'm so late to getting into that.
what's
Like,
that one?
That into anything. It's well, I'm not going to spark something, but it's an enhancer.
Oh, nice. I.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead. You think
I just I don't think it's as big of a deal as
it's not? It really is.
say Billy says it is.
A line is a line. If it's different, I don't know.
I liked that Justin called it an enhancer line Desert Ghost because that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is. I'm going to go with that same logic as well, right? So
they're compatible. That's what it is, man. That's how it is to me. I see slight differences in them only because we work for Billy and I've seen dozens of each. And not only that, right after we produced our Desert Ghost clutch, we hit the two pewters that you saw in the group chat that we sold to Will.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, pastel, and then a normal Desert Ghost in that clutch. So I got to see the two pewters next to Billy's pewter enhancer. And there are slight differences. Like the enhancers are a little more blushed out. The Desert Ghosts, their blacks stay black. But other than that, man, like that's basically it. Like
walks like a duck, swims like a duck, right? It's a duck.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm looking for these other questions. There was a couple more.
I'm seeing a lot of people liking Monarch as their top 3. You know what? That's something that I think if I add here, it's going to jump in that top 3 as well.
I don't have room to add Monarch
right?
yet.
That's one thing I want. I do want Monarch. I want to get that.
We are just dipping our toes into Ultramel.
Me too.
So, oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I just got one like last week.
we bought a Bongo Mystic Head Ultramel female from Nathan Dial.
Mm.
And that I don't know if she's shed yet, but she's incredible. Nope, of course not. Why would you have shed? But like deep in shed.
I remember that girl.
But she's got the Ultramel paradoxing on her head.
Yeah, I remember Nathan. Cool. Yeah.
And then we went halves on a ultra hypopied breeder male with Billy. That'll be here in April.
Jeez.
So he's gonna hold on to that and just breed it to a bunch of his stuff, and we're just gonna pick our babies out of the clutches for the first year, and then the year after that we picked up a super pastel het ready xanthic hypo het pied from Corey Woods female.
Nice.
So hopefully make some combo hypopied het ultras and stuff like that. But yeah, we weren't gonna just like stick our toes in that project. We were like, if we're gonna fucking do it, and just dive in head first and hope for the best. So
yeah,
it'll be fun. I'm really hoping that one works out for us because I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Ultramel right now.
Yeah.
Ooh. Answer the last one first. Your turn.
Okay. Codoms GHI. Spot nose.
Ooh.
And yellow belly.
Ooh, if you would have said leopard, we would have been 3 for 3.
Yeah, I looked at my leopard and I'm like, you know what? It's not great in everything. That's the thing.
Neither is yellow belly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. No. Yellow belly was
together. You can't even tell.
Yellow belly and spot nose would have been like neck and neck for me, but no, yeah, mine's got to be GHI, spot nose, leopard.
Yeah. I wonder. I'm curious. Everybody in the chat, what are your top 3? I want to see what the top 3 codoms are because I want to see if it's a trend based on what's being made by some of the big dogs, or if it's
I've loved GHI long before anybody
Same here.
Was fucking riding its dick.
You know why I liked it so much? When I, like I said, in probably my first 5 years of producing and breeding, everything I freaking had was Bell Complex. Every freaking animal was Lesser, Butter, Mojave, Russo. Everything was Bell Complex. Like, what the hell am I gonna do with all this? If I put them together, I can't make anything. But I got a pastel GHI male, right? So that put to anything, and all of them makes fire. It makes some amazing stuff.
Oh yeah, you mix GHI into Bell stuff, and it's wild.
That's where my Krypton stuff came from.
Oh really?
When I grabbed that GHI.
Oh
yeah.
Shit.
So I got a pastel GHI from where did I get that from? Anyways, yeah, I grabbed that from the CRBE. Well, the guy's in Montreal. Ken. I think it's Ken. But yeah, I grabbed it off him. Yeah, my first couple of years, like I tried to make clown heads right off the bat. I wanted to make clown heads. My first 2 years, I kept popping out these weird ass things. I'm like, what the hell are these things? Right? I'm posting it to everybody. Oh yeah, that's just a strong clown influence. Don't worry about it. I'm like, no freaking way. Like, okay, whatever. I just put it in my rack, forgot about it. Right? I had a clutch of GHIs after that head clown, and I'm like, okay, so these two are like red. These two look normal, and you're telling me that's just genetic variants in the same clutch? They're all
so you hit some actual GHI hats,
Kryptons.
and then GHI Kryptons with them
in the same clutch. Yeah,
because
yeah. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, because the pastel GHI I had was only het cryptic, right?
Oh,
so,
gotcha.
So it wouldn't make Krypton and clown the whole clutch. It would be a mix of normals and not.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, when I popped them out, I had half normal looking GHIs, half what the hell are these? And I never hit the regular Krypton until like 2 or 3 years after that, right? And then I finally saw it. I'm like, okay, it's all coming together now, and everybody's having these now. What the hell are these? So my discovery came along with the big boom of the internet when everybody realized what they had, right? So many people were calling it a whole new gene. Like I think even Freedom Breeder and a couple of others in Canada, they were saying, oh, I discovered a new gene. I'm renaming it. And they called it a bunch of things, right? And I'm like, so is mine that? Like even when I first hatched mine, I started calling them migraines. You know, migraine in the UK and in Europe or the UK, one of those. Yeah, so I sent them pictures over there to Chris, I think it is. He's like, yeah, that looks exactly like my stuff. You have migraines. It's recessive. I'm like, sweet. Okay, I'll go with that. And then everybody's popping it out. I'm like, oh, do I have migraine too? Did I get lucky with recessive? I'm like, oh, they must be codom then. What the hell's happening? Right? So
it was so fucking confusing for everybody at first because some people would get them and then other people wouldn't, and they had no idea that the het cryptics they had a bit of a het influence, but not a lot. So like people were so fucking confused. I remember the fucking especially when it first started coming out, and everybody was like, "I made these too." I don't know. Like it was insane.
It was.
Billy had a Mojave caramel ultramel something cryptic from Justin.
Yeah,
but he didn't know it was a cryptic.
He didn't know it. Yeah, because Justin's like, I don't know what
he didn't know. Yeah, they had no idea what it was.
Yeah, he's like, it's something, but I don't know what it is, right?
So he scored huge on that fucking
purchase. Yeah, no kidding. So my story was funny because like nobody really knew what we were dealing with, right? And it was annoying because people want to buy it, people want to invest into it. Like, I don't even know how it freaking works, and I don't know how to remake them because I can put it to a normal, and I'm not making them, but other people are, right? But the other people that were making them out of the blue realized that they're proving out things that were het clown and they didn't know it. So that's the power of Kryptons and cryptics, right? Is you can prove shit out, and because acts like a super, you're gonna prove things out that you had no idea about.
It's funny because I had a brief talk with Nicole Lyons about it, and she was like, "Do you really want to get into that and deal with the whole like, is it, isn't it? Because it can be like het clown or het cryptic." And I was like, "Hell yes!" Like, worst case scenario, it's still het clown. I fucking love clown.
Right?
I'm not going to be the guy to complain when something turns out het clown.
The way I see it is, if I could, I'd replace every combo, like Kodum combo het clown I have with the Krypton version of that. Right? That way for your project, you're still hitting your clown stuff, but every het you make is going to be a visual het Krypton. It's a win. Like,
I do really like the visual cryptic stuff. It's insane. Have you seen a GHI like cryptic?
I think. I don't know if I have it yet. Like I have to prove him out.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I'll send you pictures later. But there was one that I hatched out that was really different because I did GHI Krypton to GHI Krypton. That's how I made that Super GHI Clown. And in
shit!
that,
Really?
Yeah. So it was a GHI Krypton to GHI Krypton that made her. So when she hatched, I'm sending pictures to everybody like that. Maybe that's we don't know what it is. Maybe that's a cryptic. Like we don't know what it is because
it's kind of wild that you made one of my favorite snakes in existence kind of accidentally, and it could have you're like it might, I don't know, it could be a clown, it could not be. Like
if you watch my cutting video on my YouTube channel of when I cut the Super GHI Clown and showed it off, I was calling it a Super GHI cryptic clown, right? Because I didn't know it looked different. The reason I said I was calling it cryptic because in that I think 2 weeks later. Garrick DeMeyer hatched some. He hatched Super GHI clowns. Mine looked nothing like that. My Super GHI clown's head patterns erased. It has a big blush along the back. You've seen it. Like I show it off to you to piss you off all the time.
Mm-hmm. it's literally probably my favorite ball python I've ever seen. Like
it's
and I've seen other Super GHI clowns since. Like yours still blows them away.
It's different, and what I love so much about it is depending on the day, it's like a freaking mood ring. It keeps changing color. Some days it's super light and gray. Some days it's like almost brown and looks like crap. But you know what?
You were saying that in your ultrasound video the other day. When we were talking about
it looks so different all the time. Like it reminds me of my I work with Bloods and Sumatrans too. It reminds me of that. Like they show it off.
Everybody's saying to show it off. So.
Oh, okay. So it's pullout time.
I don't know if you guys want to get Jhun into pulling stuff out, but
no, he's
hey, if they're asking for it and you're willing to pull it out, feel free because that animal's insane.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's great today.
Thought you were gonna open and be like, shit,
she's dead. No.
Oh, that'd be terrible. Oh my god, look at the head on that thing, man.
That's what I mean. So when this first hatched, like based on the head, the head was like gone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, maybe it could be cryptic, right? But obviously it's not possible. Now we know that. Now I've corrected myself. So the only thing it could be is Super GHI Clown.
It's so cool.
But
like my goal is to make one of those just because of I think the first time I saw that must have been very shortly after you hit it. Because the first picture I saw of it was a very small picture.
Yeah, it was tiny. And I was nervous about her because she had the tiniest, some of our snakes, they hatch out with super skinny heads.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, I don't know. It didn't get its full nutrients or the egg was really tiny on this one too. But yeah, no, she's doing really good.
That's fucking awesome, man. Right? She's phenomenal.
Yeah,
and it looks like her head ended up filling out then, eh?
It did.
On its own.
It did.
Good.
Tends to happen.
That's great.
Like, after they get some bigger meals in there, that head stretches out. But I'm just keeping her longer just to piss you off. I'm just gonna keep it on screen.
Oh, hey, no, dude. I'll make one day. I don't get to see this thing very often, so I'm happy.
Like as far as dark clown goes, that's pretty ultimate. That's pretty crazy. Like I've seen there's darker clowns out there, right? Like I've seen the Phil Robinson made, I think a couple years ago, he made the blackhead cinnamon phantom clown, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And that thing was almost black. Like you couldn't even see pattern. Like this, like that's perfection. Like
it's dark with still perfectly defined pattern. I love it. Yeah.
What would you add to that?
It's funny, I was just thinking about this. The only thing I could think to add to that to actually improve it, because I feel like a lot of stuff added to that would actually detract from it. Yeah. Is DG. I think DG would bring that to a whole nother level. I think it would darken all your darks and it would lighten your pattern.
Like I don't want to add any more darkness per se to it. Like if anything, I'd maybe add yellow belly or Wookie, because I think Wookie it might add darkness to it, but I think put the white flames up.
That would be pretty cool, yeah. Right?
Like
people are saying leopard, spot nose.
For their favorites?
No, to add to that.
Oh, to add to it. Oh, spot nose would be dope too.
I was just thinking that spot nose would be really cool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cypress? Ooh, Cypress is a good call.
Oh, so many options. No, she's probably gonna go maybe I'd say late next year if I'm lucky. Yeah, it is. That's what she
Amazing.
said. But
There's a couple. There's a
I
couple.
was wrong though. So for those that don't know, I have a baby coming in August. So it's not that strong.
Well, congrats. I didn't know that. That's
Thank
awesome,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Oops. Alrighty, cool.
Yeah, so this year, like to the GHI Krypton, I don't know if you saw my picture, but I am adding darkness but lightness at the same time. So a GHI Krypton right now is paired to a black pastel GHI banana head clown.
Oh,
So I'm trying to get the super G, like what I'm aiming for is the black pastel super GHI banana clown.
Oh my god, that would be wild, man.
So I think that'll go purple.
Yeah, no, it'll 100% be purple. It's got to be. That would be so cool.
I want to make a purple clown. That would be
man.
so freaking neat. Yeah.
Oh man, you know what? I'm just over here hoping my stranger gets the size soon.
Dude, that's an addition right there, though.
You know what I'm excited for though, because I have. Oh, I just scared the shit out of myself because there's a bit missing up here, and usually, like, I just sold this animal and this animal, but I'm not used to it being there. So I thought the bin was just gone. I was like, what the fuck?
How's your stranger doing? Is he still there, or is that Nick's?
Right here. He's fucking
Thanks,
cute.
guys. No, I'm excited about the baby for sure. We're excited. Number 3. Oh, geez, that's ready to breed now, man.
I've tried. He's not quite.
Still got the baby peens.
Yeah,
like,
he's
blushing.
Isn't it insane?
Yeah, see, you know what? I was one of the ones.
He's gotten darker and lighter every fucking shed. It's so weird.
I was one of the guys bashing, saying it's the same as mahogany. Why are people investing? Now that I'm seeing him more and more, no.
I didn't have a proper stance until I saw that egg cutting. The one that I put on live on my Instagram when they cut this. And when I started seeing some of those patterns, I was like, there's no fucking way. Like,
no
fucking chance.
Like even the ugliest stranger clown, it's not even catching, he's not even going into mahogany clown territory.
Well, like this is our mahogany. It's
ugly ass mahogany though. That doesn't count. Put that back. Just kidding.
lesser hat red mahogany hypo. So
I like hat red. I really, really like hat red.
I hope I like it because we have a lot of it coming this year.
I like what it's doing to both clown and puzzle. Like I want to get it into both.
So I do really like what it does to puzzle.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal.
Well, I showed you my puzzle ones, right? Like it's crazy, man. Like how the should I pull that out again?
I mean, if you want to, I'm not gonna tell you not to.
If you guys want to see the hat red puzzle, I'll pull it out. Let me know.
Our first, I think, 2 clutches this year are both het red pied combos, but they're going in with our banana ODYB Enchi pied male. So I'm really hoping the pied brings a pattern back.
Yeah.
Because seeing some of Nicole Lyons' higher pattern HRA pieds, they're amazing. So I'm really hoping I can bring the pattern back. What's up, baby?
So
a beer, please.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom in the moment.
Okay, thanks.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry.
No problem.
Hi.
This is my wife here. This is Jhun.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I always watch your lives. I never get to say hi.
Oh,
I'm no fun.
You're fine. Always fun. You're
good people.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, like I was saying, I'm just really hoping we can bring a little bit of pattern back because if I can hit like a banana Enchi het red pied, I think that would look phenomenal. So, fingers crossed, man.
I really like the project. It really blushes and adds a lot of red to the clowns, and that's huge. Like,
have you seen the Red Xanthic clown?
Yes.
Oh,
there's so much that can be done. I don't know why nobody's really jumping on that.
Oh man, after this year, most of my het red stuff that I'm using for pied stuff because it's all het pied is most of this is probably going to go to that pied het clown next year to make some 50% hets to hopefully prove a couple out down the line because oh my god, the het red clown stuff. You're right, it's so slept on and it's so cool.
So slept on, and you know what? It's like even what's the other one? The Lori Bull. It's the same as the Lori Bull, and nobody's worked with Lori either, so we can't see any potential. So
I find it funny how some of the people that work with Lori though are so offended by the thought that it's the same as Het Ready Xanthic. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's
No, it's different. It's different. Like, come down. It's still cool. Like, Het Ready Xanthic and like Ready Xanthics are amazing. They're phenomenal animals.
Yeah, they are.
I
think that's one of the genes, though. I think it's one of those things. The name kind of detracted people from wanting it. It's like, I don't want that shit in my rack. I don't want that freaking name tag on my rack.
I remember when I first got in. I was told that Het Ready Xanthic wasn't a gene; it was made up.
Really?
Yeah. So I stayed away from it for a while. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Ooh, that one's actually cold now.
No, we. I remember like when we were in the whole Kodam craze. Like, what year did you get back in? Because you started.
Technically, 2017 is when I bought my first snake back in the hobby. 2018 is when I really got in.
So 2017, that's when I met you back at the CRBE. So that's the year you got back in.
No, that was 18. I didn't go to the 17 CRBE.
Okay, so that was 18. Okay,
so
you're already.
I went to 18, 19, and then 20 didn't happen.
So 18, that's when you started working with Billy?
Early 18 is when I started working with Billy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but like probably I started in 2008. I started collecting. First clutch 2010. But yeah, like I remember everybody working with HRA. It was like the biggest laugh of a fucking gene, and nobody wanted it. Nobody freaking wanted it. Like
it was all just ending up in pet stores.
It was the same thing with spot nose. That people don't remember is spot nose was another one. Nobody could freaking move a spot nose.
When I first started way back, I remember spot nose was the biggest joke. Like, oh yeah, you're working with spot nose.
You got something with a head stamp. Whoop de doo. Like, I'd rather have my pastel. Yeah, I'll pull it out, Charles. Yeah, nobody wanted to work with like spot nose. Everybody laughed at it.
Blackhead.
Blackhead. They're
like, was another one everybody was laughing at.
Yeah, they're like, that's not a gene. Yeah, come on, that's like a genetic. Remember they kept calling that's a genetic blackback. That's not. That's not a gene. Remember that was such a thing, a genetic blackback.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man, you're taking me back. Holy crap.
It was so freaking crazy back then. Like the spot nose was the biggest shock because I remember having, I think it was back in 2012. I had like 3 spots that were brought in right from VPI, right? And I'm like, I don't know what the hell to do with this shit. Like, I didn't know what to do with it. Like, I didn't know what to do. So I think I put them to like pastels, and I ended up just getting rid of them, right? And then I see the recessive combos come out. I'm like, damn it. Yeah.
Billy constantly swears up and down because apparently back like 2011, 12-ish, he had a huge blackhead stock. Like he had a lot. He went in on it, and then he was like, "All right, this is nothing. I just wasted my money." And so he just offloaded it super cheap.
There's that.
So now just every time I bring it up, it's just like, "Oh fuck!"
Like, do you have any genes that you like? What's something you invested in? Really, like something really high end, and not high end, high dollar that you invested in that flopped.
I mean, the Motley hasn't done anything for me yet.
You will.
Oh man, I had the Motley hat male up for $100 and I couldn't sell him. So now that's a male single gene het clown, and the gene isn't very well known, but like got him. He locked for me 2 times total since we've had him for 2 years. 2 times. Luckily, he's given me 2 clutches with those 2 locks.
That's like my puzzle. My puzzle switch teams too. I don't know what the hell's going on. He doesn't want to lock anything this year.
He's the pickiest fucking breeder. But he locked our yellow belly posset clown once, and we got a clutch of 5 eggs. One was a big boob egg and like 3 slugs because we only got 1 lock. And then he went to the VPI Xanthic het caramel. And I think we got 6 eggs from that. We got a 2.2 Motley double het. And then I think 2 of the babies ended up not making it. They never shed and they just passed. Yeah, it sucked. But I don't know. It happens. But this thing is the crown jewel of what I've made with it so far. This is the Motley Yellow Belly.
Oh, that shows. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's got that way. She's got a good head stamp on her. She's real black.
It added a lot of darkness, almost like confusion acid darkness.
Yeah, it's really crazy in person. It's hard to pick up in pictures and on video. But she came out of a tiny ass egg with a tied umbilicus. She came out at like 33 grams. She barely moved for her first.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
I remember you sending me pictures of that one. You're like, this thing's gonna die. I'm like,
yeah. So she's made it. She looks phenomenal. And the funny part was, for the longest time, I could never get her to striking coil. I'd have to just leave a frozen thought in overnight and hope she'd take it. And like, I'd say 1 out of every 3 times she'd take it. Not this week, but last week, she took like a live out of my hand before I even had it in the bin. And I was just like, yes. So she's finally starting to actually put on some real size. Like, I'm seeing actual noticeable improvement. Like I have animals that hatched after her that are already like 400 or 500 grams, and she's only like 180, 200 maybe.
You know what I find though? It's those ones that we've babied and have to assist feed until they're that size. They become the best eaters in the collection for the rest of their life.
And they end up slingshotting. They end up going from.
They catch up. Yeah, they catch up to the others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got really unlucky with that clutch though, because that's the only Motley female that I hit with that clutch. I hit, I think, 2 Motley het males and then 2 yellow belly het females. So that whole one lock that I got from my Motley gave me a total of 1 animal I could hold back.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've made legitimately 0 money off him in the 2 years I've had him so far. Now, that said, I'm hoping that changes, but as of right now, it's a flop.
1 more year. You give him another year. He'll make up for it.
I don't think he's going to make up for it, but we're actually going to start using his son, the Motley double het VPI clown, just because of how bad he is at locking. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll pull him out in a bit. He's not paired up right now. But I think I'm just going to start using his son, because as much as I don't want to use a het in place of a visual, I'd rather get a lock than no lock at all. So,
no, it's true. So back on the project, the topic of their flops, I could probably give you 2 failures I've been through and 1 good story. Probably my first flop that I ever had was, and they're both Kodoms, was the Champagne project. So I bought into the Champagne with a super pastel Champagne male. And he was $2,500 at the time, I want to say. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, so I bought him. He got shipped. The week after I bought him, the breeder started posting them for about $1,000. Yeah. Ooh. And then and remember the RC auctions? They're up in RC auctions and one sold for like $400. I'm like, dude.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, why'd you do that to me, man? Like, are you kidding me?
Oh, I think I remember that. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Next year I produce champagnes. I'm like, I can't move them now. Like, they're $200. And there goes like, my $2,500 just like that. So
you know what? I'm sure you've made it back by now, but it definitely didn't help you at all.
Not with him. Him was like, somebody take him for free, because I'm so freaking pissed.
I'm so angry. Just get him out of my sight.
Yeah, so freaking pissed. Second one was Phantom. I paid $1,750 for a Phantom male.
Wow.
He didn't breed for, same thing with yours, about 2 years. Yeah, and by the time I was producing, $200. So that's the scary thing about Kodoms, and back then is people were striving, and everybody was getting the new big thing. So Phantom was hot; it was new. They saw the Super Phantom from Ralph Davis. They're like, "That's easy." And then they saw the Purple Passion. Everybody's like, "We need Phantom." Everybody grabbed the Phantom. Everybody produced them the next year, and here's me sitting there like, "Do." I screwed myself twice, right?
Fuck.
Probably my best investment was Banana. Right.
You were one of the people that got on the banana train at the right time then.
I got onto it the only year it would have made sense to get into it. Yeah. So I started
you must have caught it when it was coming down, but it wasn't fully on the ground yet.
My bananas were I think I made in that 1 year I made nine. I think it was like 13 bananas or something.
Wow.
Yeah, and they all were selling like crazy. So that's probably my biggest success story.
That's phenomenal. And you know what? I didn't even realize. You asked me biggest flops. I already brought one up in this live. My Dream School project has done fuck all for me. We dropped a lot of money on that package we bought, and we haven't made a cent back. I've made a few other animals sort of separate from the project with one of the males that we got, but I haven't made a Dream School. I haven't made a lav het pied or a pied het lav. I haven't made shit. So I'm just, I don't know, man. The sad part is I have a couple of males from the project out with some other friends, and I don't want to bring them up because one person, I don't know, if they didn't want to make it public. I don't know, whatever. It was their deal. I didn't need them. But I feel like those people with my males are going to make Dream Schools before I do. And I mean, they're my males, so I'm just going to be like, yoink. Yeah. But still, I didn't make it.
Yep. I'm going to go grab those puzzles for Charles.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. All right, so after he shows off this incredible animal, we will get into John's question. And then if anybody else has any questions, drop them. Oh, rainy day. Nice. That's a good question. Oh, what's up, Khalil? How are you, man?
Sexy ass Khalil.
That's
my boo right there.
Did you see the fucking animal he posted today?
He's pissing me off. Khalil's pissing me off. Like he keeps saying, "Oh, you know, I have nothing to sell." And he posts all this shit. Like, screw you.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's what you've seen pastel puzzles, right?
Yeah.
I'll pull out a pastel puzzle too.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
So this is one that's getting. Oh, jeez.
What's up, Anna?
So that's coming. Typical pastel puzzle.
Jesus Christ.
So this one's gonna go next year. Like she's big. She's one I made.
That's awesome, man. I should send you that other DG we have that's 50% that puzzle.
Send it. Prove them out with something.
Dude, if you want, I'll send them next week. Dude, if you want, I'll send them next week. I'm not even kidding.
Okay. We'll talk after.
All right, sounds good.
So that's the change Het Red did to it.
Oh my god. I love how much it changed the pattern.
Yeah,
like
connected the patterns, the belly's connected, like everything good in Het Red transferred over.
Yeah.
And it's almost that like silverish, right?
Yeah, that Het Red color, or the red axanthic color actually you're getting from the Het Red. I can't even imagine a red axanthic puzzle.
Yeah. I think Corey's made some, but I don't know if he's made it straight up. He usually has a crap load of like super pastel.
Oh yeah, you can't count what Corey makes because he's got 9 other genes involved in every snake.
They're pretty much white, and it's like that's too much. Like, you know,
pastel, bongo, red axanthic, lesser, hypo, monsoon, fucking or het monsoon puzzle. Like Jesus, dude, calm down. Is that one of the the bumblebee?
Yep. So that's the Killer Bee Het Red axanthic puzzle.
Is that the one that you had listed for a while?
No, I had a male listed, and he's in the States now. He sold pretty quick.
Oh shit! Okay, no, I just remember seeing one that looked a little similar to that you had listed up.
Yeah,
that thing's insane, man. It's so funny too because everybody's like, "Oh, spider!" Like, look at that fucking thing,
right? Like, it's not displaying wobble. Like, it's amazing. Like, look at the pattern. Look how broken that. Look at the back.
That's one of the coolest snakes I've ever seen, and that's a spider combo. Like,
that's what I mean. Like.
So fucking cool, man.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely sending you that now.
Yeah, I'll put these back 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries. I had a question up and it disappeared, so I'm gonna go back and try and find it. Oh, there it is.
All right.
Favorite morph you haven't added yet because it doesn't fit your projects.
Lav. Haven't added lavender. It just doesn't fit in. Like I'm working more with toffee, right? So toffee, I have the albino stuff but there's a big battle between Toffee and Lav guys. Right?
Now, the only plus Lav or the only plus Toffee has in a collection like yours is if you already have albino, you get more use out of it now, right? Adding Lav is it's a whole new road for you, and you can't incorporate any of the stuff you already have. And I mean, you could to make hats, but you can't make fucking Lavinos. Like that's not a thing.
Before you know it, there's something that's compatible. Watch, but no, like it works in my collection. Well, I have the double het albino puzzle. Next year, I'm going for the Tofino puzzle. So,
right? Oh shit, that would be so cool.
Yeah, imagine like the albino. Like I could probably show it to you now with this camera. It won't light it up. Hold on, I'll go get it again.
Yeah, try. I want to see this thing.
I forgot. I dumped them in here.
Oh, that's showing way better now. Oh my god!
Like you can really see the puzzle pattern through it. That's not even touching the color.
Wild, anyway. Man.
Freaking white. Maybe on my put in my boobies, you'll see it.
Oh no, that is cool. It's showing up really well.
But imagine that as like a Tofino or even a pure toffee. Like that's
is that contrast? That in person?
It is. It's better.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that is a nice animal.
So imagine that all the white there turning purple, like to show that puzzle pattern. Like it's freaking cool.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
I had never seen one. I didn't even know one had been made, and you have one in your rack.
Yeah, no, I hit it last year. Like luckily,
so sick.
It's a male too, so he can go back to mom eventually. Yeah, for those that have labs and don't work with toffee or candy, like that's how dark they get. So that's another.
That's a pure toffee, though, right?
That's a pure toffee female.
So I would say Toffino is probably more comparable to Lav than the true toffee.
From what I've seen, a lot of people don't like this. Frankly, if I'm working with a project with that really is a pattern morph, I want that pattern to come through, right? As strong as possible. So.
I've been saying this to a couple of people, but honestly, I think the Toffee Ultramel is gonna be nuts.
Somebody's working with that. Toffee Ultramel.
Well, whoever it is, they're gonna make something really crazy. I bet. That's insane. All right, I didn't answer. Favorite morph that you haven't added yet because it doesn't fit into your projects. Ooh, I have so many. If this was 6 months ago, I would have said Ultramel, but obviously we didn't stick with that. We have some coming now. I genuinely don't know because I feel like any gene that I really like, I can find a place for. And I feel like that's a cheap answer, so I'm still going to try and think of something. But no, legit, everything we like, we've found a way to fit it in. I can tell you a lot of stuff we don't have enough of because it's probably not the best fit. Like, I don't have a lot of blackhead right now. I was about to say a lot of GHI, but I have a ton. I don't fucking know, guys. Put me on the spot here.
What's one gene you just hate?
Ooh, Wookiee.
What?
Really? I hate the name. I hate Star Wars, dude.
I haven't watched a Star Wars in my life.
I hate Star Wars so much. I don't like the gene because of it.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was actually funny because in the Discord a few weeks ago, after that Justin Kabilka video came out about Wookiee and was it chocolate?
And chocolate?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about how I was hoping that they were still separate because I love chocolate and I want to be able to still hate Wookiee. And if they're the same, I can't do that.
Wow. Just good.
Yeah.
All right.
But legitimately, like, because I don't actually dislike Wookiee. Like, what it does is cool, obviously. if we're just going with, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of Blade. I don't think it does a whole lot.
Yeah. Like that's the reason that
I'm sticking with Blade. I'm just not a fan.
It takes, like, you've seen the Blade magmas I posted and whatever, right? It took it away. It took it away from it.
Yeah, I find it, especially in clown and combos, it actually usually takes more away than it adds.
It adds a bit of color, like it does enhance your color a little bit, but you're left with a stripe. Like that's the reason I didn't keep it. He was actually the only male visual red stripe clown. Blade stripe. New Morph.
I wish you would have hit it first. That's what we could have called it.
Yeah, Blade stripe. Right? Yeah, so he was actually the only male visual I hit, but because he's Blade, I don't want that going into my project. Right?
Well, especially if your females are Blade too, right? Because the super Blade is going to destroy all the pattern.
Yeah. Like I don't mind it in my females anymore, but it's one of the things, like, it's similar to Spider. I don't mind it in some females. I don't want it.
You don't want
males.
it in a fucking power male though.
Yeah, exactly. So he had to go.
That sucks too, because that animal's beautiful. Like that.
He was nice.
He sold, right? You said
he sold. Yeah.
Good. That's awesome.
Oh, he's nice.
Man. Oh, I don't have any fucking red stripe.
That you need to get into red stripe.
I have no red stripe.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny. That's another gene I bashed, and I did not like it at first, right? But now that I see the visuals,
I was the same way, because I was like, red stripe, it's one of those genes.
Right?
But no, like I've seen some crazy stuff it can do.
But they're very, very variable. There's nice ones, and there's some that you're not too sure. Right.
It was funny because when Justin was first announcing all the magma stuff and the Pompeii stuff and stuff like that, there was a lot of internal discussion, especially at Billy's, if red stripe was contributing a lot to the combo, or if all the other, like, everything else combined was doing the heavy lifting, and red stripe just happened to be there.
You're talking about the Pompeii now?
Yeah.
Or just in? Okay.
No, sorry. Yeah, the Pompeii. Sorry. Because I know
Yeah.
Whatever. I hate all these names, man. My brain can't remember them.
Yeah, no, it was. I said the exact same thing as Billy said. Like, it's not that. It's the yellow belly doing all that lifting, right? It's the yellow belly and the and everything else, because he made it without the red stripe, and I'm like, that's pretty much the same, right? It's but now that I have him here, it's there's a difference. Khalil's asking what's wrong with super reduced clowns. I'll show you.
Oh, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Where is that one?
Hell yeah, it's something. I'm all for pattern clowns. I work with spot nose, and it's one of my favorite genes.
100%, and I agree with you, because I am a pattern guy 110%. Like, I like my pies 90% pattern or higher. There's a time and place for reduced clowns, and I think they can look fucking phenomenal. The leopard lesser blade clown I made earlier in 2020, one of the nicest snakes I've ever made, bar none. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, it turned out to be a male, so I sold it. But it was just insane. It had zero side pattern, just the nicest, like, head stamp and stripe. Oh, you fucker! Just gonna turn this off now.
That's so freaking cool.
I love lychees, man. Nick has a male growing up, because he's breeding a whole bunch of the Rhacodaclys. He's doing chewy crested gecko hybrids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then he's just doing some crested gecko stuff, and he wants to get into guards. But
yeah, I have the Pineal Chihuahua eggs incubating right now. Well,
that's awesome.
Not even incubating on the
shelf. He got 2 hybrids last year at the very end of the year, and then went into the cold season. But yeah, they're cool, man. I worked with crested geckos for years and years, a long time before I ever got into ball pythons. And actually, when I was out of the hobby, I was still breeding crested geckos and just selling them on Kijiji, or for you Americans, our Craigslist. And you know what? I was making pretty good fucking money. I was dropping them for, $75, $100 a pop. And
they're easy to reproduce.
And you didn't have to do fucking shit.
No,
you could leave the fucking pairs together. Like,
feeding them, you're mixing powder. Like, are you kidding me?
I'll bring him in, but I want Khalil for his own live, man.
No, Khalil needs his own live.
Oh man.
Oh, he wants to
Okay,
see.
so let's go.
She's in shed. Charles wants to see the spot nose puzzle. So she's in shed.
That thing's nuts. I was so upset that you got that.
He's still upset that I have this.
Fuck, man. It's beautiful though. That is such a nice snake. I love the pattern on that animal.
Yeah, it's neat. Like I'm still trying to figure out what to put to this. I'm leaning towards, everybody's like, oh, do a Batman puzzle. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. What I'm leaning towards, actually, I want to put a chocolate combo to this.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
A chocolate combo head puzzle. Because, well, they're being allelic. I like the interaction. Like, imagine all this with the thicker black borders.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right?
No, dude, that would be phenomenal. If how the chocolate spot nose clown turned out is any indication, that will be unreal.
Freaking cool.
What do they call that? The Dark Knight? Is that what he named it?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see a super chocolate puzzle as well. So
I should call it like the Riddler or something.
oh my god, that'd be cool.
Because it's a puzzle.
Yeah, no, you should definitely actually do that though. All right, so back to one of our normal questions. Where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years? Where do you hope your projects are at? And are there any animals that right now you either can't afford or just can't justify that you hope to be able to get within that timeline?
Okay, so first off, collection-wise, I want right now everything's based out of my basement. Right, I want everything out of the house. My wife agrees. She wants it all out.
Yep.
So within 3 to 5 years, I'm planning on an external facility. Still on property. I don't think I can have something where it's away from my house and I have to drive there all the time and come back. It's like that would drive me insane and I'd never be home.
Same.
I'd have a cot set up in the middle of that room wherever it is.
I'd have an air mattress. Yeah, right on the floor.
Yeah. I'd be going back. I'd be driving there at 1 a.m. because I think I can't remember if I took that rat out. Like, I'd be running my ass back there.
I know she wasn't starting to lay an hour ago, but I got to check again.
Yeah. So pretty much, I want to get that. I want to get it out. I want to get everything out of the house. On top of that is I don't want to do business from home anymore. Like I don't want it's. I don't know if any. Is yours in your home as well?
Yeah, this is actually our second bedroom.
Like, were you having people over pre-COVID?
Yep.
Yeah. See, I did too. And with the family home, my wife hated that, and some of them were kind of Like,
I don't allow randoms into our home. Yeah. Like, if someone's buying a snake off, say Kijiji or something like that, I'm not just gonna be like, "Hey, you want to come in and see my snakes?" No chance. If you want to buy something specific, I'll meet you somewhere and I'll sell it to you. If I have friends are more than welcome, or they were before COVID, and now we're not allowed, but I'll bring anyone in here that I know and show them, but I am so fucking protective of letting anybody even open the door to this room. But I agree. I would really like a place separate, and I almost had one mid 2020. We were gonna move to a different apartment, and across the hall there was an old bachelor pad that had just been sitting vacant, and they had never refurbished it or done any renos, and it was just a bare room, and it just had drywall with a single coat of paint slapped on, and it was 2 rooms. It was like a roughed-in kitchen that had the cabinets in, but no anything else. There was I think there was a fridge in there, and that was it. It had a shower, it had a bathroom with a shower, and then it just had one big open bachelor pad room. That was it, and it was fucking perfect, man. And the guy fucking screwed us over. We had it. And then he was like, I changed my mind.
Oh, shit.
Worst part was it was 2 minutes from my work. I could have walked from my work.
Oh, that would have been nice. Yeah, no, all of this needs to go. You need to get out of the house. On top of that, I don't just keep snakes. I have the geckos, so I have cages everywhere. I have my laundry room. It's the funniest thing. My laundry room has my indoor pen for my sulcata tortoise.
Oh, wow.
So half my laundry room is the tortoises. The other half's obviously the regular room. So I want to build a shop to have everything out of here, including them. As far as genes that you're saying, genes that I can't really get into now that I want to in the next 5 years.
Or just something that, you know, you want to add and just doesn't make any sense right now. And
Monarch?
holy shit, guys, we're at 50 people. You guys are fucking awesome. This is amazing. Thank you.
Yay.
Sorry.
Monarch. I want to get into Monarch. That's freaking, it's badass. I like it. Like you said, I work with Toffee over Lav. I'd go into Monarch more. It's the same reason as the comparison to Ultramel. I want to get that darker pattern into my stuff. So Monarch's something I want to get into. Probably that's going to be sooner, probably this year if I can. Otherwise, like for Codoms, there's a lot of things catching my eye. I'm really, really digging all the dark stuff lately. So Wookiee's on the map for me. Bambino, that thing looks freaking insane. So.
Oh shit, Billy's here. What's up, buddy?
Yo, Billy.
Have you seen the fucking Bambino stuff?
Yeah, it's freaking insane.
My goal for the next 2 years is to get one of those in my collection. I don't care what the fuck I have to do.
Yeah.
Nick often makes jokes about how I sell myself on the corner to get snake money, but I legit will for one of those. They're amazing.
It seems to be doing good with everything, even like light jeans and everything, right? It's freaking awesome.
Oh shit! Sorry, did not mean to hit that. Fucking Antoine's here too. This is amazing.
What up, Antoine?
You guys are awesome. But yeah, no, Bambino I think is my main thing that I want to add to my collection. If we're talking 3 to 5 years, in 3 years, if I have a Bambino, even just a male single gene Bambino, I'll consider myself accomplished. Right? So I haven't even seen prices on them yet. So I'm taking that to mean that I can't afford it right now.
That's a good thing, though. That means it's being taken care of.
Oh, absolutely. No complaints here. Yeah. I want to make sure somehow I get my hands on them, and I'm really hoping that the Stranger Project helps me kind of get there. I've had thankfully, a lot of interest from people reaching out, just saying, "Hey, man, if you get babies and you're looking to move them, don't even list them. Like, come to me first." And I've had at least 20 different people message me, just being like, "Hey, please don't list them. Come to me first." Yep. Because there's very few in Canada. I have this male. Michelle has her male that she held back, and then Will has his, and I think those might be the only actual strangers here.
What happened to Billy?
Oh, no, Billy has some. Sorry.
Yeah, Billy had the female.
Billy has some. I meant males, though.
Oh.
Yeah, there's not a lot of males kicking around here. And
so why don't you put your male to Billy's, make the super.
What's that?
Make the super with Billy's female and stir some shit.
That would be pretty cool. No, but actually funny that you say that. That mahogany that I showed you earlier, the plan for her, the whole reason I bought her was to put her to that stranger.
It's going to be made this year. I think it'll answer
questions. I know, but I want to do it anyway.
Yeah. Frankly, like I said, I'm not a believer. They're not the same thing. They're not the same thing, but they're allelic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. I totally forgot about
Oh, shit.
that. I fucking totally forgot, and I just saw it. Like,
you might sell your mail, buddy. You're done.
Like a week ago. Like a week ago, I saw it. Fuck. I'm sorry, Billy. You're 100% right. That thing's wild, man. It's crazy. Fuck. I can't believe I forgot about that.
I really want to see what the Moray and Monsoon stuff can do. Like, I want to see what can be changed with it. Like, it's a really, really powerful combo, right? It's the gene itself.
Yeah.
So I think there's ways to work around that.
With how the animal looks that Billy got, it gives me hope that there's the capacity for change in the combos. The one that what's his face posted, Justin. I just called Justin Kabilka. What's his face? Amazing.
You made it, man.
I'm gonna get fucking blacklisted. Fuck's sake.
Next on the Billy Rat, this fucker.
it just shuts my YouTube down. It's done. Yeah. It's over. Oh my god. The crazy monsoon combo that Justin posted. It was Mojave, Calico.
Yeah, the split clutch with
something monsoon with Brittany.
with Brittany, yeah.
The Calico Monsoon, or the Mojave, I think it was Mojave Calico Monsoon, didn't do anything for me. But he added one more gene to it, and it, like, you could tell that it was starting to chip away at that overpowering pattern. So I think it's just the right combos. Even Billy's Leopard Monsoon, it's fucking awesome looking, man. Like, it's nice so cool in person. Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Justin who?
That was weird. Sorry, I just heard like a really high pitched squealing.
You farted, buddy. It happens when you get older.
That's all it was. Pastel Mojave Calico Monsoon. Thank you, Billy. Just insane looking. But I honestly believe once we start seeing it in more recessives, once you start seeing the double recessives of others, because I mean, the Moray Clown looked unreal.
Yeah.
But it didn't change it enough.
I want to see the DG Monsoon.
Oh yeah.
And the Monsoon Pied. Those are the two I really want to see. The Clown was nice. The Clown Moray, sorry. It was nice. It changed the head pattern. Like, I like what it did, like, with the head.
I like that it pulled all the spotting onto the head. It was so cool.
I think there's more to do with that. There's a lot more to do with that.
I wish I could show you, but we actually have a Leopard Special double het Monsoon Pied female.
Neat.
Yeah, she's at Nick's. Billy was gracious enough to let us take her from that clutch that he produced the Monsoon from.
Yeah.
And she's got a massive het Monsoon. It's not a true recessive. Like,
is it that clear in person?
Oh my god, man! I
noticed everything going out as 100% head. You guys are calling it fucking het monsoons. Are you that damn confident because of how they look?
Yep.
Really, eh? So maybe it's maybe it's
my clutch that I hatched at the end of the 2020. I am so confident that the two I'm calling het monsoon will prove out that I'm not going to sell them because I'm not that confident.
Well, you guys are confident enough that Billy took two animals in his collection that had no het label, boom, and he called it, right? So I guess if you can see it in that way, you can call the hets. So. Yeah,
but there's also certain genes that it just interacts with stronger, it seems like. And for some reason, the leopard combos just go fucking wild with het monsoon. Our leopard special, het monsoon, looks nothing like a leopard special should. It's erratic. It almost looks like you took a monsoon and a leopard special and like the pattern kind of met in the middle of the two. It's wild. It's so cool.
I like it.
I said wild too many times there.
Oh, they want
to. What are you drinking tonight? Need some of that. I'm actually drinking Bone Shaker. It's a dark beer from up here in Canada at 7.1%, and it's fucking delicious. Did I? Jesus, guys, you're nuts. There's so much going on here.
Love it. Oh,
Cypress
that girl's being a douche. Cypress
Who?
Phantom. She's being a douche. The Phantom, Cypress Phantom Spotnose Clown. I'll go get her. Stop eating.
Oh shit!
She's doing so freaking well. Hold on.
Sorry, guys. I need to ask my wife if she'll bring me another beer. If anybody has any more questions, aside from just asking him to pull out snakes.
Yeah, whatever you guys want me to pull out, just let me know. Like I said, I pull out game strong.
But if anybody has any questions for either myself or oh my god. Wow, that is not what I expected.
Right?
Billy made a Cypress, I think it was a Cypress Spotnose Clown, and it doesn't look anything like that.
Phantom really changed. I think it's Blade as well. Like we
What's
said,
that?
Blades. I think it's Blade as well.
Oh, yeah, I could see that then. Phantom Blade, too?
Yeah.
Wow, man, that is a crazy-looking animal. The pattern almost doesn't look clown, but the head.
Like, if you see the color in person, it's insane. Oh, here, look what I got. This kid's the biggest supporter. Look at him. He's always rocking the shirt. He wore this to school today. Say hi, Kian.
What's up?
Right, what's
awesome. Oh my god, man, that thing's incredible. So that's a female that you got there?
That's a female, yeah.
Oh man, imagine getting that into the Krypton stuff too, like Cypress Krypton.
I want to. It's nice.
Oh,
Cypress. Man. That's another thing I really need. I really need either a really powerful Cypress het mail or a visual. So I'm waiting for Billy to pop it out because I know he's working with that Cypress Fire Clown, right? So.
Do you have any Spot Nose Yellow Belly puzzle or Yellow Belly puzzle stuff? Well, he pulled out the Spot Nose puzzle already, but I don't know about the Yellow Belly.
Here, I'll put this back. Here, I'll put her here. Oh, no, I can't. Hold on.
I'm enjoying this as much as the rest of you guys, so this is great. Guys, we've been sitting around 50 people for a while now. I can't say enough good things. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the support. This is super fun. I'm not ending this anytime soon, so yeah, just thank you guys. And I mean, his collection blows ours out of the water, at least what I have access to. Nick has all the cool stuff. But if I can pull out any animals, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'll just watch him make me feel bad.
She's going into shed, but so that's a spot nose puzzle, right? Look at the head. If you look at the head, I posted this. I think I posted it in your Discord. It's a bulldog.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a little French bulldog.
That's awesome.
So
don't tell my wife that snake has a bulldog head stamp, otherwise she will harass you for it.
No, she's definitely one of my favorites.
That's amazing. You got that girl from Will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So that's her. Probably one of my top favorite balls.
That's good. Oh, you guys are fucking killing me tonight. This is so good.
All-out game. Look at that head. That's Hey, Chris.
Fuck off.
Look at this.
I'm gonna take you off the screen in a second. If anybody doesn't know the story here, I've been harassing Jhun for this animal for a while. Unfortunately, the finances can't really make it happen, but that is a pastel GHI Krypton.
Make it happen, man. You just gotta say the word, and I'll send it out. Like I said.
I know, but that
you're a homie, man. You got homie perks. We're good.
Fuck, that thing is so cool. Oh my god.
So that's just the power of Krypton, right? Like,
I want to see that as a cryptic. I think, like, if that's the Krypton, I think the cryptic's going to be unbelievable. Just
yeah, Khalil said this is the fuck you snake. You can see it somewhat in the pattern. I don't know what he's seeing, but
that's sick. I love that snake so much.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
See? Oh my god, we were talking about this before Billy got here.
What?
Fuck. Hey man, for something like that, I just might. Oh.
That's the mahogany. Going into shed, but mahogany clown.
Oh my god.
Possibly Spectre as well. Like, it's pretty high blush. So
yeah, that's beautiful. Like, I know
the gold's not even coming through at all. Like,
I know. Usually mahogany or stranger topics just end up turning into is it or isn't it the same? But like mahogany on its own and anything is just so fucking nice.
Super variable too, right?
Yeah,
I'll
there's a lot of
too. Like, they don't make sense. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, Billy, I don't know if you heard it, but I said I'd work a few corners for a Bambino if I had to. Oh fuck.
Like, look at this one.
One more exotics in the house. What's up, buddy? Had your snake on the had your fucking shirt on the last one. Oh, what's that one?
So that's also mahogany Spectre, but this one has blade. So that's how much blade changed the mahogany.
Yeah, that's very different. Still really cool.
The head's still super, super orange.
Yeah, I like how much lighter that one is, though. It's a really nice animal.
The combo potential of that is freaking awesome, though. Yeah, I got you. She's probably gonna bite me. She's probably like the bitchiest snake I have here.
Oh my god! If I
dude.
wasn't fucking sweating before, Jesus Christ! Woohoo! That's fucking funny. Wow.
Fuck.
Oh, I'm fucking crying now too. That's so good. Fuck. Oh man, that is so nice. And that's a female?
Yep.
Did you make that?
That's the one I was trying to prove out a yellow belly double het. And she only had 2 eggs make it to term. Popped out
Oh,
this
I remember
girl.
that. I remember that. I actually remember that now. Sorry, yes.
I popped out her and the yellow belly pied het clown girl.
That's sick. You kept them both, right?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Look, yeah. You gotta work a second corner for this one, Chris.
Oh, fucking apparently. Jesus. I'm just.
You always
I'm,
know which one are the bitchy snakes, right? Like,
what's that?
you always know which snakes are bitchy.
Oh my god, yeah, you can definitely tell. I have a pastel OD blade pos double het at Nick's that's almost ready. So
Nice.
we have a shot at Super ODYB blade clown pied.
Sick.
Yeah, that'll be nice. If it happens, but
They love how happy you are when you drink.
I've only had 2 beers.
He's just happy because of all of you guys.
No, really, like this is the highlight of my entire week, and I that might sound sad to you guys, but like I fucking love this. And
Okay, I got laid off, buddy.
you fucking saved my ass. Let me tell you, I would not have got an hour and a half by myself.
Yeah. We were talking about 2 weeks ago. I'm like, I work. How about this week? I work. No, never mind. I don't work anymore.
It was this week. This week you told me that you worked, and I was like, fuck. Back on like Monday or something like that, but no. Legit, I've only had 2 beers. I want a third one, but I keep forgetting to hit send on my message.
You got a send button for beer?
No,
Dang.
I was just asking the wife if she'd bring me one over.
Shit.
Yeah, I kept meaning to type it out, and I'd get like a word in, and then we'd start saying something. Alrighty, so
What else you
this
got?
is a good one.
Me?
Yeah,
probably 30.
30. Wow.
Frankly, you know what? I've said it before. I said it on my live too. I don't know if I'd ever want to go over that being by myself. It's a lot of work. Like, it's
Bro, 30 clutches with me and Nick is a lot of work. So by yourself, yeah, fuck.
Like it's a lot. Like you have to keep it fun, right? Like it's a hobby. You got to grind, but you have to keep it fun. When you burn out, your whole season's ruined. Like you realize that you start falling behind. When it comes time to pairing, you're like, shit, I slacked because I was burnt out. I was worried about moving these babies and feeding these babies that now my females haven't recovered how I wanted them to. Now I got to give them an extra 2 months or whatever recovery time. So you got to work. You can't overreach what you're capable of. So you have to know when that limit is. And I think 30 is mine.
Hey, and you know what, man? And like I've been saying this, I think by the like mid 2021, me and Nick will both have a full 50-40 at each of our places with breeder females. So that's 80 fucking breeder females.
Yep.
If I can get 30 clutches this year between his place and my place, I'll be fucking thrilled. And everybody's like, "Oh, you're aiming pretty low." Like 30 clutches is still a lot of fucking work.
It's a lot. People don't get that. Like, yeah.
I'm not saying 30 clutches because like, I hope I get the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck, if I get 30 clutches, I'll be thrilled.
Frankly, like I'm like, I don't know. Like I was at the point this year, I'm like, shit, I'm running out of space and I have stuff in the incubator ready to shed out, right? Thankfully, it moved like a freaking cycle, just kept recycling bins, right? And I was able to get things home.
I had the exact same issue this year. I had it to the point where like my last bin was full and I had babies shedding, and I was like, good thing these babies are leaving tomorrow because I literally need to take their bins for these ones.
That's when you know you're like, oh, okay. So it's for me, like I said, in the next 5 years, I want to be out of the basement. I want to be in a facility. I want to put something external. I need more space. I've already built up I have nowhere else to go. I'm fucking 5'6", man. If I go any taller, like I'm screwed. I'll be like,
Bro,
you know, I'll be one
I
of
have
those sliding ladders that go across the fucking wall just to reach my other animals.
I have a step ladder back here to reach the fucking top of my racks.
That's what I mean, man. It's like, oh,
Like, I need it because this fucking 1039 behind me isn't a 1039 anymore. It's a 1051. Like,
dude, like I get so jealous of seeing these facilities where they have room to do a fucking half hatching rack to have a countertop. I don't have a fucking counter. Half the time I'm sitting on my fucking floor messaging you guys. Like shit. Like it's insane. My room's so fucking tiny.
This live right now is on a collapsible table that usually isn't here because I don't have enough fucking room.
I'm not even kidding. My fucking laptop's sitting on a bin of calcium. Yeah, and I have that collapsible table too. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, this chair I fucking bought today. I bought this chair today. Like, I got a chair now, not to sit on the floor. But
oh shit, my chair's from the kitchen, so it's not a fold-up chair, but it does leave after.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. Like you know, like yeah, you got to know those limits. Like you can hustle as hard as you can, but if you can't provide the care and housing for the babies because of facility maximums, like what can you do? Like you got to 30's it.
That and this is the thing. I think I was talking. Oh, I think it was Sal from House of Guy Pythons. Because he was talking to me about how this is going to be his first year, like really producing and all that kind of stuff. And I asked him how many clutches he's expecting, and he was like, "Oh, I think around 10." And I was like, "Wow, that's a lot for a first season." And he's like, "Well, And I was like, "Think about that though. If you only get 4 eggs from every clutch, that's still 40 fucking snakes that you're going to have to care for, clean, feed, like."
Yeah.
Not only is it an expense, but it's time. And then
it's a lot.
What are the chances of them all only being 4?
It's nuts, man. And it's expensive, fuck, feeding babies out of it. Like, thankfully, I breed my own rodents. I breed my own rats. So that's another time eater right there. The rats probably take 3 times more time than any of the snakes do to maintain that. But you have to. With a collection this size,
sure.
Not breeding rats, it's almost not feasible. I don't know how some of you guys do it. It's like shit. I've seen the rat bills. It's like, that's painful, dude.
Bro, I'm almost at $1,000 a month.
That's what I mean. That's freaking painful. Like
it's hard. Like that's what people don't get. And this isn't hatchling season. Now I'm down to my last few fucking babies that I'm still kind of on the fence about whether I want to sell or not. Like I'm not even. I had both hatching racks full at one point this year. Like it is not cheap.
It's not, man. Like that's where you have to kind of balance, like time, funds, and whatever. Like you're $1,000 a month. Like I pick up rat feed and bedding. I'm looking at maybe $300 a month in comparison, but I'm feeding my collection with $300.
But you're also then spending your time to make sure those rats, stay healthy.
Water, hydro, that fan's going 24/7. So it does add up, but it's still saving. And it's nice having access to.
I would much rather spend my time than my money, though. To be completely honest with you, I already spend most of my time in here, even if I have nothing to do. So I'd much rather have something to do working towards this and save some money, right?
Going with the whole hustle.
Sorry, no, I was just going to say, when I was talking about Sal, I posted his comment just so I wouldn't forget. I wasn't saying he wouldn't be able to do it. I have full confidence that he's going to fucking kill it, and he's going to do a great job.
Sal's not going to kill it. Sal's going to... He stole my freaking fire clown, man. No. He's going to fail, and he's going to send that back to me. Screw you, Sal.
Did he get that from you?
Yeah, so that's the fire clown I got from Wilbanks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got that thing, and I'm like, this is more than a freaking fire clown. Like, I thought it was fire yellow belly.
That super bright one. Oh, shit.
Bright one. Remember that? That's it.
Yeah. No, he posted, I think, today.
Yeah, no, it's...
that thing's wild.
When I packed it up, I'm like, fuck, why the hell did I sell this? Like, but we go through those every year, right? Like, why the hell did I sell that? But look at the comments going. Wow.
It's just crazy. You guys are amazing. I assume you're talking about my wife. Trust me, I will make sure that she's taken care of. I buy her wine and everything, so. Oh man, you know what? Oh, this has been fucking awesome, guys.
Here's what I want to know. In 2017, when you got back in, came back in pretty much when the market was exploding, right?
Yep.
you left when it started to kind of drop off. So you probably left in what 2011, 12.
Actually, bang on, yeah, 2011.
That's when it started to taper off. Like we had animals sitting in the rocks. Like shit, we don't know if we were all kind of like, okay, here's the market crash everybody was scared of, right?
Yeah, and this is what everybody's been talking about for years. It's coming.
Kind of we weathered it, then it started to pick up. So when you came back, did you start off right away with your ARS racks, or did you jump in slowly? Did you have homemades?
So I got very, very lucky. I had kept a few things in storage from when I was in it before. So I had some melamine racks and stuff like that. But what got me back in was working for Billy. I didn't start working for Billy because I got back in. I was already working for Billy. That one animal I told you that I bought in 2017 before like really starting late 2017, early 18, was from Billy. I've told the story a million times, but when I got back into the hobby or whatever, the whole reason was to get a clutch just to show Sierra, because Sierra and I had just started, well, not just started dating, but we weren't dating when I did this before. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up a male. I still had 2 females that I kept just as pets through that whole time. Big fire female that my friend Jay Pretty Balls has right now. She's breeding her. And then this girl right here behind me, she's a massive spider. Her name's Snooky because her wobble's pretty bad. But I kept them both, and I was like, fuck, like, why don't I just pick up a male, get a clutch of eggs just to show her? I just think it'd be cool. And that was it. Like, I had no big plans. I had no aspirations or you know, pipe dreams of whatever. And just, you know, reconnecting with Billy because I had met him once prior before I got out. I got very, very lucky, and I was invited to go give them a hand for a weekend or for a Saturday. And then he asked me if I was coming back the next week. And that has turned into what everybody sees. Like I get, you know, lumped in with the MC crew, and I'm more than happy to. I consider it an honor. But because I was working for Billy while I was kind of getting back into it, I luckily had him and Austin and Lion a little later. But just there was also some other guys that have come and gone since then. I had those guys to kind of bounce ideas off of and get advice from and all that kind of crap. And it helped huge because I made all those beginner mistakes my first time in. I bought too many males. I did all of it. So getting back in, luckily, like I had, I think 2 or 3 adult melamine racks that were like 8 bins each, and a couple grow up racks. I think they were like 15 bins or something like that. And I was just starting to fill the 1 adult rack. I didn't have any smaller animals. I bought like an almost breeder male from Billy that I put right into a 41 quart tub because I'm smart. But basically, once I decided that this is the way I wanted to go, and this was actually before Nick was even involved, I kind of knew where we wanted to go with it. And because I was working at Billy's and stuff like that, I knew I wanted an ARS rack one day. And shortly after that, Nick started helping me out, and Nick got more, like, Nick became more and more like in love with the hobby and the animals and all that kind of stuff. And he realized he wanted to be a part of it. And before we had ever even talked about doing anything together or breeding together or anything like that, we were actually just looking for Nick's first snake, which he has now. Her name is Io. I think it's like a Woma Enchi Lesser or something like that. But we come in one Saturday, and Billy has this exact rack that's behind me, the 1039. Not as tall as it is now, but he had just 1039 sitting there. And we were like, oh, what's this for? Because it wasn't like with the normal racks. It was just sort of sitting there. He was like, oh, I'm going to list it online. And we were like, oh, how much? And he was like, oh, $2,000. We're like, oh, eh. And we go kind of walk over to start cleaning tubs. Me and Nick kind of were looking at each other, and he's like, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And I was like, yeah, it kind of does. And we were just sort of talking. He's like, let's do it. So we're like, all right, Billy, we'll grab it from you. Like, we have some cash.
Yeah.
And then we were like, that was basically the moment when we realized that we wanted to do this, and we were kind of already subconsciously doing it. So that's sort of when we just made it concrete. We were like, fuck, I guess we're doing it. Like, we're just
That's what you did.
jumping in. So
the rack started you off, really. Started the addiction back in.
this rack, I think I had 4 snakes in it.
Yeah. You know, I think that's kind of because that's such a big goal, everybody to add the ARS and freedom breeders. They kind of use that to motivate them, like, okay, no turning back now, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, it's like people need to know it's not necessarily needed. Like myself, like I have all the ARS.
Do this
Yeah.
successfully without any of this crap. I have my hogs in non-ARS. This is melamine. Well, you can't see it, but there's a melamine up here, melamine down here. Like, you don't need ARS or freedom breeder.
I had
Are they
melamine for
fantastic?
years. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a lot of people don't realize they're jumping into, like, how are these guys doing it? Like, how are these guys having rooms full of ARS? Like, what they don't realize, we've been doing it for long enough that the snakes are providing for us now. The snakes are buying our racks for us.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't. The biggest rule me and my wife had when I started this, she's like, I can see you're expanding and I know how you are and I can't stop you. Like, that's right. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. You know, I've always had that hustle mentality, and I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Right off the bat, she's like, because she saw me fuck up with cars. I was into cars before this, and my builds, you get so worked up into your build, and you need to finish it before it freaking snows. That you're taking out loans, you want to finish this thing and whatever. She didn't want to see that happen in that. So thankfully for cars, it grew me up. It grew up my mentality. It grew up, you know, how I need to take care of business. Yeah, so snake money is completely separate from anything else, right? Where I'm not allowed to touch any house money. We call it house money. My paychecks, her paychecks, that's to take care of the family. That's to put the kids through school and whatever. Snake money. I can do whatever the hell I want with this. The snakes buy my racks. The snakes buy my new additions. The snakes, you know, buy the rodent food and everything like that. Like, it really is self-sufficient now. Thankfully.
And I'm really glad to hear you say that, because I think that's a big goal for a lot of people.
It is.
Be able to sustain themselves just on this hobby. Now, I am not that.
That's fine. Everybody does it different ways. Plus, you came back in 2017.
I shouldn't say very, but I have some debt, and it's because I have faith in this hobby. And the thing is, I don't plan to take a paycheck from this for a long time, and that's why I was willing to go into debt for it. But I'm now at the point where I'm not willing to go deeper into debt. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you did that initial investment. You know what you're going to get back eventually.
mm-hmm.
You're done. Now it's payback time.
You got it. So while I'm paying this debt back, I'm also using the snake money to buy more snakes. You know, pick up racks. I just paid off two crazy animals today that I didn't think I'd even be able to get this year from snake money. Like, it's wild, man. Like, it's crazy.
Really, its own currency.
Yeah,
it's its own currency, right? Like, it really is its own currency.
But this hobby is so unique in that, like, people are so willing to just do, like, say, payment plans with people. Like, what other hobby are people just willing to, like, wait for their money for stuff? Or business? Like, can you go to McDonald's and be like, hey, I'll give you $2 now, $2 next week, and $2 the week after if you give me a cheeseburger? Like, you can't fucking do that.
Exactly.
This hobby is very very easy to get very deep in, like, debt-wise, very fast. And you just have to be careful. Who I owe money to is a faceless garbage corporation. If I ever owe people money, they become my top priority, though.
Yep. That's why I hate payment plans now. I always give people payment. I hate taking out payment plans. Like, frankly, like, since I've been in that situation where I was in trouble, I don't want to go back there. So I don't want to have that, I owe him in the back of my head, right? So now it's like, if I can't afford it, I'll wait.
I paid off a snake today that I didn't owe the money till fucking March 30th. But I was like, I'm not I'm not sitting here owing you money while I'm holding this cash. Like I can't do that.
Yep. And
So,
you have to like, what's the word? You have to be fair as well. Like,
and you'll either be very happy or very angry that I bought that snake that I'm talking about today.
You have it there now?
No, I'm picking it up tomorrow.
Well, you're lucky.
You want to know what it is?
I don't know.
No, do you want to know? Because you might get really angry with me. I'm not sure yet.
Tell me tomorrow.
All right, I'll send you a picture of it and let you guess.
Oh, douchebag. All right.
No, you'll know.
I'll know what it is.
Yeah, it came from you.
Huh?
You're not selling it to me, but it came from you. You produced it.
Which one is it?
I'll send you a picture tomorrow. That'll be more fun.
Shit. All right.
It's very similar to the animal that I am obsessed with that you have that I want. But it doesn't change that I want that.
Is it a female? Dark? Possible this, possible that?
No.
I don't know.
We'll talk tomorrow. I don't want to spend any more time on the no. It's fun. But let's just say this edition actually makes me want your mail even more. Yeah, that's as far as I'm going with that.
Which mail? The Krypton?
Yeah. My pickup just makes me want your GHI Pastel Krypton even more.
I cheer for you. Oh, look at that! This
fucking guy.
Brandon loves Krypton.
Brando. He's not wrong though. You have to be willing to put something into this to ever expect to get something back.
You do.
You're never gonna make anything real back if you don't put anything real in.
You have to keep the hustle going. It really is. Not only money. We're talking about sweat and tears here. Like,
oh fuck! The time is way more than the cash, dude. Like
100%. If you bring yourself out, you can't. 10%. You gotta keep going. Like, thankfully, like you guys, like you have Nick to back you up, and you're also part of the mutation creation team. Like, you guys got family to like pick you guys up when some shit happens. Like, you know what I mean when shit happens and it blows you like to the point you don't want to go into the snake room anymore. Like you want to quit, you want to sell the collection. I'm done. And that happened to me this year, and I'm like, I can't even pick up after my snakes today or this week because I can't even look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it happens.
Bro, I don't know if you know this, but we also breed hedgehogs, or we did.
Yeah, and I heard that story. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was what I was going to get into. So basically, we had decided we're going to do one last litter for each of our females, and then kind of move on from that because we need the room. Got that last clutch ever. I got so excited. I got pictures. I was stoked. This same day, like within 6 hours of those babies being born, the mom just crushed their heads.
Didn't even eat it. They just killed them.
Nope, just killed them.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So I was just like, I'm done. I'm done everything. I can't, like, what the fuck? Yeah. Luckily, like, I calmed down, obviously, but it's brutal, man. I know that's not snake related, but that was the only recent thing I could attribute to the conversation. But like, it's so hard to be in a business where you're invested so heavy, not only financially, but emotionally too.
Yeah. No, like, it's true.
Their lives, at the end of the day, they're lives that you are responsible for, right? So it's oh man, like
when you know it's something that you could have changed, it's like fuck. It's the worst feeling. It's like, that was me. That was all me. What can I do to fix it? Nothing, because they're gone. That's it.
The worst feeling in the world is when you're the one that fucks up and something goes wrong.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know if you heard the story, but when we did our first mental health episode last Saturday, myself and Sarah were with Sal and Amy from House of Guy. I feel like I've said Sal's name like 100 times tonight, but I told a story about how I put 2 males in with a female, just trying to spur a virgin on into wanting to breed. And I was going to take the proven male out 5 minutes later, but I just sort of wanted to get his scent in the bin and get him kind of get the other one riled up a little bit. Well, I get them in the bin, close it, go to do something else, and I get a call from work. And they're like, oh, fuck, like, something happened. You got to come in now. Like, and this is like 7 in the morning. I usually don't start till 8:30. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So I just drop everything and leave. 2 hours later, I realized what I fucking did.
What?
And I dropped everything and came back. But I got really lucky because the male that I was trying to get breeding was probably one of my expected heavy hitters this year. The leopard, I guess lesser now, ODYB leopard pastel lesser ODYB at clown male. And I put him in with a spot nose yellow belly clown, 50% het VPI we got from Will.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there going, fuck, I'm going to come home and that fucking proven breeder is going to be locked to my male and he's going to just fuck him. Like, it's just going to be like, he won't be able to breed ever again.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just beating myself up so fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily when I got home, the spot nose had locked the clown that they were in with, and the other one was just like bunched up in the corner. So I got insanely lucky.
Yeah. No, those are the good combats. Like, when it's bad, it's bad. But
yeah, but it like the absolute panic and dread that I felt in those moments before I knew, holy fuck, man. Like, I don't think fucking owning a McDonald's franchise has that kind of stress.
No. And it's, I don't know. Like, we seem to fuck up every year, but do I sit here and say that I regret doing all of it? No, I don't. Like, frankly, we take it all as a learning experience. You're not going to really do it again, right? You'll always remember to check. You'll do some kind of form of switching a tag to remember that happened.
Well, the thing is, it had nothing to do with tags because I have a whole system made for my magnets, and it almost sounds like insane.
No, I do too. I think everybody has a little thing they do. Yeah,
but
like switching it back and forth.
No, but like if you look, like some of mine are like on the far side of the bin. Some of them are in the middle, which is the general.
Yeah, I noticed my OCD is going insane.
What's that?
My OCD is going crazy. I did notice. Thank you.
This is on purpose.
Okay.
It's on purpose. So basically, my whole system is, if I look at this at a glance, I can tell everything that's eating, everything that's not eating, and where they are at in building without anything else. So when the label that I have is on the right side over the bin, it basically means that they're in the building phase and they need to be paired. They're between 15 and 35. As soon as they pass 35, they go to the other side.
I might have to take that from you. I like that.
I just started doing it and I fucking love it.
Why not? Why not?
If they aren't building or I'm not pairing them this year, they just stay in the middle.
Yep, that's good.
But, yeah, and what's funny? For the first month, it fucking made me crazy because it looked not
off center. That's what I mean. Yeah. My OCD is going crazy.
But with the amount of use I've gotten out of it, I've gotten over that very quick.
Yeah. No, everybody has a system, right? And that's
Yeah, but it's worked out great for me. And then I do the labels upside down if they don't eat, and a couple other little things I stole from Billy. But at a glance, I can quickly just look and be like, "Oh shit, did I pair them recently? Yes, no. Oh fuck, gotta pair that one, right?" Like it's been helpful. So I don't write anything down or take logs of any kind, so I need to have some sort of system.
Are you gonna do that app?
Secondary
Pro. Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only because it's so fucking cool. I wasn't gonna really bother with it, and then Billy showed it to me when I was over at his place last Monday, and it's amazing. It's such a cool app.
Yeah, I kind of want to try it out, see how it is.
It's really cool because it sets you up a website if you don't have one, and then you can also directly link it to Morph Market.
Really? So what I want to know with that is, number one, after you input all your data, can you solely use your cell phone?
You can.
Or do you always have to? Or do you always need a laptop on you?
No, if you have the information in, you can do all of it from your phone. You could
Yeah,
probably set it all up from your phone too. It'd just take a little longer.
Yeah, that's nice. And the other thing, it has a store built in, right? So when you go into the store, and
Yes.
you log in or whatever, can you see everybody's store? Or it's just yours, and it's a link that you send to people?
I think okay, so
Because it's like
weird
herperpro.com/stores or whatever, right? That's a link. It's not gonna show everybody though.
I don't have an answer to be completely honest with you, because I
fucking dope.
too far into it. Billy only showed me some of the like basic really cool stuff. But from what I've seen, I'm gonna pop onto it and at least play around with it.
Yeah.
Will I stick with it? That's a tale for a different day. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's dude, it's really cool. I really like how they set it up, and the fact that they have Billy involved with it means that there's going to be features that are stuff
Useful.
that guys like me and you will use. You know what I mean? Like anytime he thinks of something, he's like, "Oh shit, we should do this." He sends off an email and it's done in 24 hours. It's changed. It's on the site. So it's awesome. I really like it so far. From what I've seen, I just set mine up and haven't inputted any info. But I think it's going to be a really big thing, dude. Like I think it's going to be the next
Herper Pro. Is it Herper Pro?
No, I can't think of the name, but the thing that I really like though for people that are very attention oriented and detailed is you can literally get a feeding log for the animal from like the last year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever.
Yeah.
And if you sell that snake, you can send them the log. So if they're like, "Oh, I don't believe you," like you can literally send them what they ate, when they ate it, like all of that. And yeah, like it's crazy. It's definitely something that's gonna change some stuff in the hobby. Man, we've been going over 2 fucking hours already.
Yeah, flew by, man.
This is crazy. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna see if anybody has any final questions for you.
Bring it.
I think we can start wrapping this up. I need to go eat fucking dinner. This has been fun, man. This has been
good
fucking
time.
awesome. Yeah, been great. I'm really glad you could make it. I'm sorry for the circumstances in which you made it, but
it's all good. I needed the time.
Good, man. Good. But yeah, you know what? I need to have Khalil on here, but I really think that I want to get you, Khalil, and Will on one of these together. I think that would be.
That's a lot of trouble. Shit.
I know. That's why. I think it would be so fun.
Yeah. I'm just hoping we can do it. We can all get together soon when we're in Toronto. So.
Oh, I'm praying, man. I'm praying this DRB happens. I miss people.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. There you go. Yep.
I love Sentinel, man. Like a lot of people are sleeping on the whole Sentinel paint. Khalil's doing a lot of friggin' dope things with that project right now. People need to look into it more. Wake up. Like I've said it before, Sentinel should be in the same game and could be as hot as like the Sunset project. It's not mashing up pattern. You're keeping color. It gets nicer as it grows. Anything you add to it, like look at the what's it called? Antoine, like DPR's Enchi Sentinel. That thing's freaking insane. Have you seen it? How bright that thing is?
Yes.
Yeah, like there's so much to do. So much to do.
Oh, for sure. And you know what? Sentinel's a gene that I often forget about, but I fucking love it. Yeah. My buddy Nathan, who I've mentioned already once, has a bunch of it, and oh man, like it's so cool. What are you doing with it?
That's not even gonna catch the color, but you can see the gold. It almost looks like it should be like a soup, like an asphalt combo or something like that. It's like freaking gold.
That's wild. What is that?
That's a Sentinel.
Wow. Is that just a Sentinel?
Yep.
That's nuts. That is so cool.
So it's a recessive gene.
And for people that don't know, it is the same as paint, right?
So it's the same thing as paint. There was a big argument probably a couple years ago on if it being codom. So a lot of people have possible hets that they were calling paint or sentinel or whatever, right? But they're actually hets or possible hets. They were calling these super paints and super sentinels at one point, but it's been deemed recessive.
That's sick, man. That's it. That's definitely a gene I need to make space for because
It's neat. It has that nice hooking in the back pattern and everything. These are they call them dicks. Oh, the sentinel and paint group, yeah, like the back pattern, they're literally dicks. That's what they go by, right, Khalil? So, but yeah, there's so much to do with that. Like, I'm not sure which direction I'm gonna take mine yet. I only have 2 females right now. Yeah, Will wants that fucking sentinel. He wants me to send it to him, but
I don't blame him.
I think there's a lot that could be put to that and a lot to do with it. So
that's fucking awesome, man. Well, we have Will in here now too. So I don't know if you heard me when I said I wanted to get you two, and then Khalil all in at the same time, just in case you didn't hear it. But yeah, that's I think there's so much to be done with that Sentinel project.
There is, man. Yeah,
it's wild. It's so cool.
Like I was thinking about picking up one of the hats from Khalil, but at the same time, I kind of want to start my double hat projects. Maybe put a puzzle to it or something like that, or a DG, something really cool. I think DG would set that thing off.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, man, you know what? We've gone 2 hours.
You're hungry, eh?
So, what's that?
You're getting pale, brother. You're hungry.
I'm fucking starving. But realistically, though, I don't want to take your whole night up. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
This has been super fucking fun. You showed off some amazing animals, and yeah, if anybody wants to know what I do on Friday nights, I'm going to be sending them this link because this has been a great time, dude. I appreciate you.
I'm glad you. I'm glad we worked it out. So thanks for having me, man. It was a really good time. Man.
All right, guys. Well, what can I say? This is fun as fuck. This way. This guy's been the best, and you guys aren't too shabby either. We were at like 56 people, I think, at some point, which is, I believe, our new record for the Friday Night Lives. So thank you guys so fucking much. This was so cool. And yeah, we will definitely catch you on the next one. See ya.